know that you're a little bit intrigued as to what a virtual assistant is, because I have had so many emails from you. No, I haven't had any actually. But yeah, it's me. She's all right when you get to know her. I still love the title of the bloody podcast. But hi, I'm Catherine Gladwyn, and I have been a virtual assistant since late 2015, and I've been helping women become virtual assistants since 2018. So in this episode, I'm going to tell you what a virtual assistant actually is, because I tell you what, right, when I first started as a virtual assistant, I did one of those mind map things. So in the middle of the bit of paper, I wrote virtual assistant, and then I had all the spider's legs coming off of it and all the different things that I was, because I couldn't describe what I was very easily. It honestly took me a few years. So I'm really keen to help you understand exactly what a virtual assistant is. So before I give my little 3-line description of what a VA is, I just want you to know that what you're doing day in, day out in your employed role, whether you're admin, PA, a teacher, a nurse, a dental nurse, a doctor's receptionist, or you've been a stay-at-home mum for a few years, small business owners will pay you to do that for them. There's a bloke round here, right? I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but he's on a motorised scooter and he always goes round the roundabout the wrong way. I don't know whether he's got a death wish or I don't know, but he's too fast for me to go out and get him and say, oi. Anyway, right. What is a virtual assistant? So as a virtual assistant, you are a self-employed business owner. You are not part of multi-level marketing, an MLM. You are not part of a pyramid scheme. I get Doris, who's had too much lager in Benidorm, often comment on my Facebook ads, it's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. No, it's not, Doris. It's not. It really isn't. Just maybe have a little less sun tomorrow. As a virtual assistant, you are a self-employed business owner. You don't give any of your money to anyone except the taxman. There's nobody higher up than you. I'm not teaching you how to become a virtual assistant and then I'm going to get money off of you to like 10% for every client and blah, blah, blah. You can invest in one of my courses. I'll just slip that in. But no, it is not a pyramid scheme. It is not an MLM. You are an equal business owner to the business owners that you will be supporting. So the kind of business owners that you will support are small business owners, just like you'll be. So it'd be like one-man bands or maybe just two friends that have started up a business. You're not going to target people that have got employees. So let's imagine two estate agents on your high street. One of them's been established since 98. They're huge. They got loads of staff. You're not going to contact them. There's also one that started up 2 years ago and he does all of it. He does the viewings, puts the proposed memorandums of sales together, he arranges the viewings, he puts the stuff on Rightmove and all of that. He's doing it all himself. He's going to head to burnout and he could end up destroying his business. That's the person that you target. So you are, as a virtual assistant, a self-employed business owner that supports other self-employed business owners with the tasks and services that you choose to offer. Whatever services you choose, you must make sure you're both confident and competent in them, because there is no learning on the job as a virtual assistant. We don't learn in the client's time. And that is what makes us such a better option than an employee. And I will do another podcast on exactly why clients will choose a virtual assistant over an employee. But yeah, you must be confident and competent in the services that you provide, that you offer, and that you choose. But also make sure you enjoy them. Don't assume you've got to offer something. If you don't enjoy it, it's going to feel like employment. Clients don't tell us what they want help with. We promote what we do and they decide whether they need the help with that or not. So the next question you're going to ask is, who is going to pay £30 plus an hour for me to do something that they can do themselves? Wow, chicken. Good question. They haven't got time to do it. There's 3 words that you have to remember. It's can't, won't. That was can't. I was not swearing. Can't, won't, or shouldn't. So these business owners either can't do the tasks themselves because it's not their expertise. They either won't do it because they find it bloody boring, like bookkeeping, or they shouldn't be doing it because it takes them so long, they're actually wasting money. Their time as a business owner is money. They don't get paid regardless of what they do. They're only getting paid when they're doing client work. I mean, the best-selling service for virtual assistants is email and diary management. It is often one of the first things that business owners outsource, because going back to that time is money, if they're in their emails, for example, unsubscribing from, I don't know, something they've never subscribed to, like we all get an email, don't we? Like, I have never shown any interest in bicycle brakes. So why am I getting an email about them? We haven't got time to be unsubscribing from things like that. Business owners haven't. And then they get emails from clients, their own clients saying, this ain't working, or I bought this and this isn't what I expected. And they got a firefight and they've got to sort out their inbox. And while they're doing all of that, they can't concentrate on the paying clients or producing content to get more clients in. And that's why email and diary management is the best selling one. But there are so many more services that you can offer that you've probably not even thought of, or that you've made up yourself. So I expect you've seen and told yourself that virtual assistants have to do social media for clients. No, they don't. If you don't want to offer social media, you don't. But let me also tell you that offering social media is not what you might think. You could offer social media support. This would mean you could help people with the comments that they get. You could reply to them. You could perhaps create a graphic if you're creative. You could schedule their posts for them, or you could deal with the DMs that they get. People that offer social media management, you got to know what you're doing. You've got to have a track record, or you've got to have done a course to show that you can manage somebody's social media, because that is how they generate clients and generate income. So no, you don't have to offer social media management. One of my favourite tasks that I used to do for one of my clients. So this client runs a huge national franchise with franchisees all over the country. She's phenomenal. And what I used to do is I would be a mystery shopper. So I would contact the various franchisees every so often and make an inquiry as if I was going to be a customer. And I would have certain questions that I could ask, I could pick and choose, and then I would feed back how I was responded to, how quickly I was responded to, how the franchisee dealt with the situation that I gave them. And it's that bloke again. He's obviously made it round the roundabout safely one time. And then I would feed all of that back to the franchise owners. And I bloody loved it. It felt like I was doing detective work. Disclaimer, all the franchisees knew that they would get mystery shoppers. So it wasn't underhand or anything like that. They just didn't know when they would get them. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Competitor research as well. I loved that. There's so much you can do. Bookkeeping. You don't need a qualification for bookkeeping either. I can't think of them all at the moment, but I've got a download. I've put over 90 services that you can offer as a virtual assistant. And I invite you to go and get that download. It's free. It's over on my website. I will put it in the show notes and in the caption if I can. But the URL is catherinegladwyn.co.uk/VA-services. If you go and get that download, you will then be added to my mailing list, but you can unsubscribe at any time. In fact, if you don't want to receive the future emails with tips and advice to tell you more about being a virtual assistant and how you can get this journey underway quicker without any overwhelm or stress, then do stay on the mailing list. But like I said, fully GDPR compliant. Actually, do you know what? That's just made me think. The next episode, I'm going to tell you how much it costs to be a virtual assistant. You might be quite surprised. Thanks for listening, and I got to tell you now, let me try and remember it. Please, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe on your favourite channel. I still don't get that bit. I don't know what it means, like Spotify, I guess, or Apple, or I don't know. It stresses me out. I'm having someone else do that bit for me. I'm just going to do the talk. If you're ready to reclaim your independence, then subscribe to this podcast because there is so much I'm going to give you. You've got to subscribe on your favourite channel, it says. What channel? I ain't going to be on the BBC, am I?